Hey guys, it's Hannah here, and today I have my top 3 in every category for eyes. Now, I recently did a revisiting my ride or die tag, and I found it too difficult to pick a single product for eyes. And lips. So I've already done my top 3 in every category for lips. This one is eyes. And I have really broken the categories down for you. If you want to see this video for cheek colours, let me know in the comments down below and I can do that too. I did pick ride or die cheek colours, but I also kind of planned to do this video with that, but I couldn't do base. I've already explained this like 3 times. Anyway, let's get into eye products that I think are the best right now. Some of these are formulas, some of them are specifics. I will go through with you. Starting with priming the eyes, I have 2 primers and then a glitter glue. Let's start. Too Faced glitter glue is the best glitter glue. I haven't tried the NYX one. I don't need to try the NYX one because I have this one already and it's fantastic. It is the best thing for glitters and high sparkle shadows to make them really pop. Something I think everyone should have a glitter glue in their collection. I think it's great. The eye primer I'm wearing at the moment is the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base in Light. I like the tinted version because it cancels out the veining on my lid and I really appreciate it. It has a nice doe foot applicator, really easy to use. My whole family uses it. However, I have recently mentioned the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. I think is on par with the NARS, and because it's so much cheaper, I think it's better. And I'm going to buy my whole family this eye primer when I'm overseas. It is again tinted. It's not as tinted, which is actually alright. I think it kind of cancels some things out, but it still lets your eyes show through, which I allow for most of my face. So like, I don't know why I wouldn't for my eyes. Holds on to shadow great. Really enjoy that primer. Next, cream shadows. Now this is one where I picked a formula, not colour specific. Can you guess the first one? Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. Now this one I am saying colour specific to Oyster Pearl because it is better than the other one I have. It's got a decent dip in it. This is Oyster Pearl and it is the most beautiful taupe one and done eyeshadow there is. If I'm really lazy and I don't know what to do with my eyes, but I want to do something, I will just pop this all over my lid, blend it into the crease, and let it go. It's gorgeous. It's that super creamy formula, not super stiff. It's divine. If you want to amp this up a little bit, you can grab yourself a KVD Dazzle Stick. This one's in Electro Bolt. I should have grabbed Hail Surge for this one. Let me grab Hail Surge because Hail Surge works better with what I want to do. But both are great. This is Hail Surge. And what I love about these is these are just super sparkly. And what you can do is you can tap the sparkle. I don't know if it's going to work. It's not going to work. On top of the Oyster Pearl and it looks great. On top of the Oyster Pearl, on top of the sparkle. These are great sparkly shadow sticks. I've worn them quite a lot. Again, I have the 2 shades, Hail Surge and Electro Bolt, and I love both. I can't pick a favourite between the 2. Electro Bolt's more golden, Hail Surge is more champagne-y. I love them to bits. And then this last one's kind of a cheat. It's kind of a cheaty, pumpkin-y. Because I technically don't have any Laura Mercier caviar sticks in my collection at the moment. However, I do have Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Sticks. I basically think these formulas are exactly the same and interchangeable. So this one here is Dusty Mauve from Bobbi Brown. And I think it is basically bang on with Laura Mercier Amethyst. It's basically the same thing. Yeah, I think they're completely interchangeable and I think both are fantastic. I've had both in the past. Sorry, gonna move around here. Apologize for your video interruption. I think they're really interchangeable. I think that you are good either way you go. I like the mattes from both. I like the shimmers from both. You're good no matter what. Bobbi Brown or Laura Mercier. Next is eyeliners. So if you know, I think I mentioned this, pencil liner wise, my favorite eyeliner brand was Marc Jacobs. And Marc Jacobs is no more, and it makes me really sad because they made the best liners both for eyes and for lips as far as I'm concerned. So I've been on the hunt ever since for good liners. And I found a couple of options. I don't think any of these are as good as my Marc Jacobs yet, but we'll see. So first, let's talk about Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal. So this one here is Pillow Talk. I have Bedroom Black on at the moment. These are really nice and creamy. However, they transfer. So I'm okay with it when I'm doing something like this. I actually am okay with it even when I'm not putting liner on my inner waterline, because I find the slight transfer actually just makes it meld better with my eyes and make it look more kind of even. I don't know. If you don't like any transfer, you're not going to like these at all. They transfer. Simple as that. However, I actually don't mind it. The other one I found transferred a little bit, but not as bad, is the Hourglass Waterproof Gel Eyeliner, Voyeur Eyeliners. This is in the shade Cave. And it is a super duper duper rich dark brown. And that is what I love about this, is the color. It is a brown, but it is so dark and defining. It is gorgeous. However, again, it does slightly transfer. The one I've found to not transfer is the Sephora Collection 12-Hour Colorful Contour Eye Pencils. And this is in the shade Tiramisu. Still a really rich brown, but see how Cave is just, it's like a blackened brown, honestly. It's just that little bit darker and more defining. But the Tiramisu doesn't move. So they're all really nice formulas for different reasons. I love the color Pillow Talk, and I like actually the effect of the smudging of the black. The defining of Cave is just glorious, and the non-transfer of the Sephora is phenomenal. So use those recommendations to help you make the best decision for you. In terms of liquid liners, I don't have any currently open because they're just not something I use at the moment. My favorite is KVD Tattoo Liner, both in Mad Max and Trooper. I have a Trooper unopened. I threw out a Mad Max not too long ago. Mad Max is, again, very similar to Hourglass Cave, that really dark, defining brown, and I think it's phenomenal. And they're brush tips, so they're great. Single shadows. I tried to pick permanent formulas, but one of them I couldn't. So let's start with Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in Reflect. Did anyone think I was going to make a video about eyeshadows and not talk about sparkly pressed shadows? No? Good. This is my preferred sparkly pressed shadow formula, and that is, so it is the Hourglass. This is Reflect. It is my favorite shade. It is the Champagne-y Sparkly Beautiful. I have 2 other shades of this. I had more. I got rid of some because I just didn't use them. But Reflect is just this high shine and sparkly, all the things, beautifulness. Beautifulness. My next one is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. This one is in Mycelium. So this is a limited edition shade. I think all of my shades are limited edition except Frog. But this is, again, one of these sparkly formulas. So it's the metallic and the sparkle, which is really what I'm going for if I'm going for a single shadow. And then this last one is the one that's a cheat, because everything else I have some things that are permanent, but nothing that I like this much. Now, if we go looking into limited editions, then I love the matte Christmas limited edition formulas. They're always beautiful, but they're always different. And that really frustrates me that every year their Christmas formula is different. But they're always beautiful. So, Charlotte Tilbury Hypnotizing Pop Shot in Diamond Eyes. I think Diamond Eyes is better than Rose Gold. I think it is more sparkly and more beautiful. And we're just going to get lighter and lighter as we go across my hand. I have a thing. If I'm wearing a single eyeshadow, it is going to be high shine, glittery, and metallic. It's going to do both. And it is just going to be gorgeous. Again, as I said, I do have Rose Gold in the Hypnotizing Pop Shot. I think Diamond Eyes is better. If she brings them back, though, I would grab those. And again, honourable mention to MAC Holiday Collections. I have 4 different formulas just off the top of my head. Woo! As I drop one. That's right, that's the one I have 2 in. They're great. Super gorgeous formulas there. So, alright. Small palettes. These are palettes 9 shades and under. I didn't go bigger than 5. But when I was thinking, I thought 9 shades and under. So, let's go start with Kaja Peach Madeline. This is new-ish to my collection. I grabbed this almost a year ago now. Almost a year ago, but not quite. I have another Kaja bento, but this one is, I definitely prefer this one. This is the newer formula that has the one matte, the creamy sparkle, and then the light shinier sparkle. The less sparkle, more colour. Peach Madeline is just this really beautiful colour story of peachiness. I have been lazy and just used the matte all over, or I've done a little bit of everything. I'm now covered in sparkles. Did we expect anything less from this video? No. It's just a really blendable formula. It wears beautifully. I love it a lot. Next, if you saw my eyeshadow palette 5000 tag, you know my love of the Charlotte Tilbury quads, particularly in Exaggerize. This is the Exaggerize Bigger Brighter Eyes, but I also have Mesmerizing Maroon, Walk of No Shame, and Pillow Talk. Out of those 3, then goes Pillow Talk, Walk of No Shame, Mesmerizing Maroon. I really like the Colourpop, this is not Colourpop. Charlotte Tilbury quads. I do like the Colourpop quads as well, but they didn't make it into this one. I did go quite bougie. But Colourpop has gotten a mention and will get another mention. These is beautiful. This is Exaggerize. I just love the configuration of this one in particular. So you've got a kind of white, champagne-y gold, a bronzy tone, a sparkly thing that's really hard to pick up, and then a matte. And just strangely that looks really orange there, but it normally doesn't. I just love this quad. It's just super pretty. And I like the Charlotte Tilbury formula. And then finally, this one's kind of funny that I've put them here, but I've also put them somewhere else. Natasha Denona minis. I've just ordered the mini Starlet. By the time you see this, I will probably have it, and I've already used it. I'm very excited. This is the mini nude. I have mini Star, I have mini Bieber, and I have the baby Bieber. And the Starlet is on its way. I really love the Natasha Denona minis. I think they are fantastic quality. The fact that you get 5 shades for, like, it's $40 something bucks here. But they are just beautiful. I really like this shade here. Is it Bronze Age? No, that's Bronze Age. So this must be Sienna. Sienna, yeah. Super pretty. Like these a lot. I love the Natasha Denona formula. So as we get to larger palettes, I then feel like I kind of cheated in also including my Natasha Denona Glam palette. I Need a Nude is also going to be in my collection at some point. I love the Natasha Denona formula. I love the Glam. It is one of my most reached for palettes. for just on an everyday basis. It is just something super easy. And this is where I gave Colourpop my love in the larger palette section. I was tossing up between Going Coconuts and Making Mo's, but Fame is my preference. It doesn't exist anymore and it will never leave my collection. However, Fame is kind of the one I go for all the time because it's just the cool browns. It's gorgeous. I love it. I love this palette. I like most Colourpop palettes. That's kind of how I fit it in. But Fame is my preference. And then a new one that really has taken my heart is the Glamonatrix Nearly Natural palette. This is all those sparkles in the singles that I go for. That's them in a palette with matching mattes that blend beautifully. I love this palette. I love it. I love the sparkle. I love the shine. I love that the mattes work really well together and with the shimmers. It's gorgeous. And then mascaras. So mascaras is something that I'm very particular about. Very particular about. And I don't keep many on hand and I don't keep many open. The current only open mascara I have is the Rare Beauty mascara. And this is one of my top 3. This is a gorgeous mascara. But it does need to dry out a bit. I was using this the first week and I was like, what has happened to my favorite mascara? Why am I not loving it anymore? It just had to dry out and now it's fine. I freaked out. This is gorgeous. I really, really like it. It gives me great black, thick lashes. Love it. Hourglass Caution Extreme Mascara is phenomenal. It is beautiful. I love that mascara. It is just top 3. Other than that though, there's nothing that's like screaming that it's a favorite. So I have a Lash Paradise in there at the moment. I haven't used it recently enough to know that it's still like a top tier, but it is very similar and I think it might be, but it's not the Australian Lash Paradise. I find the Australian Lash Paradise to be weird. It's the American one. So I'd need to try that one out again. To see. But those two are definitely my tippy top mascaras at the moment. Alright, so those are my top 3 eye products in every category at this point in time. Subject to change, not a ride or die, because trying to pick ride or die eye products is ridiculous. But those are the current things that I'm loving. Let me know what your top products in each category are in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Also in the comments, let me know if you want to see the cheek colours. We'll see. And click subscribe to stay tuned for more. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.